Have you ever wondered what is the strongest currency in the world? Well, prepare yourself, because you might never have heard of it. We're talking about the Kuwaiti dinar. A nation that lies on the northwestern shore of the Persian Gulf, bordered by Saudi Arabia to the south and Iraq to the north, with a population of 3.6 million people. In 1961, Kuwait gained independence from the UK as part of treaties put in place after the defeat of the Ottoman Empire. Kuwaiti currency law created the Kuwaiti Currency Board with the aim of building a Kuwaiti currency. The Kuwaiti Currency Board introduced the Kuwaiti dinar as a replacement for the Gulf rupee. Until 1966, both currencies circulated. But the use of the rupee ended after its devaluation. When Iraq invaded Kuwait in 1990, the Iraqi dinar replaced the Kuwaiti dinar. Coins and an outsized quantity of banknotes were stolen by the invading forces. After liberation, the Kuwaiti dinar was restored because the country's currency and a replacement banknote series were introduced. At the time of this video, the rate of exchange of the Kuwaiti dinar, QWD, is 1.30 for $1. Kuwaiti dinar rates are 1 KWD to 3.29 $, 1 KWD to 2.97 euros. Coins are 5, 10, 20, 50 or 100 fils. Banknotes, a quarter, a half, 1, 5, 10 and 20 dinars. While the USA has the penny, valued at 1 cent, in 2019 the penny cost taxpayers about $68 million. The nickel, worth 5 cents, nickels add about $21 million to the US debt. Dime, worth 10 cents, dimes only cost 3.7 cents each to supply. A quarter, worth 25 cents, it only costs 9 cents to make and distribute. A half dollar, worth 50 cents. A dollar, worth 100 cents. The US is the only developed country that also uses $1 bills. You may wonder how come the US dollar is not the strongest currency. A currency that has been initially traded as a coin worth its weight in silver or gold, then exchanged for a paper note redeemable in gold. And taking into consideration the strength of the US economy, since it supports the dollar's use as a worldwide currency. By the way, did you know where the dollar symbol comes from? The dollar symbol is claimed to be derived from the previously used PS, which represented the Mexican peso, Spanish piastra, or pieces of 8. People eventually began to write down the P over the S, then one line over the S, creating the dollar symbol. But back to the initial question. The answer to that is that a strong market in oil exports has helped augment Kuwait's wealth and increase the worth of the Kuwaiti dinar. The high value rate of its currency is explained by significant oil exports to the world market. Petroleum exports account for 94% of the country's export revenue. Its GDP is $123.2 billion, and 2015 per capita GDP is $72,200. The Kuwaiti dinar was even more valuable in previous years. As a result, Kuwait is considered to be among the richest countries in the world. The country is so rich that they don't even need taxes, and they're able to keep a very stable economy. More than 80% of the country's revenue comes from the refining industry, as petroleum production here is the easiest and therefore the most cost-effective among all the other countries.